there's forwards. They're actually going into derivatives. It's just not that deep as of right now. All right, so we're separating the two as far as fixed income space is concerned and equities. What is Shenny asking here? Where's the phone? Where's our phone? Intern, can you help me get
Just
our
right
phones?
behind you.
All right. Hey, Rotus, can you guys talk about the issue between the NP and BOA group as regards to PH ports? I'm not listening at the moment. I hope to catch up via YouTube later. Ooh, okay, Shenny, you got me there. The Nigerian Ports Authority and BOA group. What's going on as far as the Port Harcourt ports? Look, the issue with the ports is, oh gosh, you got me. I have to look that up because I got that you've caught me there. I have to look that up. I'm not sure what the issue is between the two of them, but the general gist with the ports is that we need to diversify and other goods need to be, as far as imports that we're getting from outside the country, need to come through the other ports. But the issue is depth. The port at Apapa is the only one. I think the term is called dredging or something. It's the only port that has enough depth for these massive ships to be able to berth at the ports. So the Port Harcourt and where's the other one? Is it Calabar or something?
Calabar,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
think
There's a
they
couple
can
of
do
ports.
that if they actually set their
Yeah, but
minds
the
to
thing
it.
is, it's expensive. It's really expensive. They have to go do some massive digging, and think about a ship trying to berth at your bathtub, yeah, versus trying to berth at a swimming pool or the ocean. So the Apapa port is like the ocean,
It can be done
while
in a year.
port,
And
eh?
I think Nigeria can afford it. And we've
Well,
been borrowing a lot so far, so why
so
not
you
just
just want
borrow
to
some
keep on,
more?
you just keep on, keep on
Just
borrowing.
borrow some more.
You're not serious. You're not serious.
This one,
Um,
however, says,
all right.
Rotus, please, when are you going to bring us the full earning reports of Big Brother
Hey,
Nigeria?
yes, Dio from Cyril. Dio, that was my third story. So look, today I wanted to talk about Ben Murray Bruce. He released a video. I tweeted it. We should retweet it on the Smooth FM handle. This was all I was going to talk about today, but I have to take your questions because you guys and girls, our listeners, you are our orgas and madam. So any questions you send, we start with that. But what we're going to talk about today was Ben Murray Bruce releasing a video yesterday, or was it on Friday, saying that he has the solution to shield the poor from the impact of deregulation. So
Okay.
he released a video, a 2-minute video. I wanted us to look at that. Then we're going to talk about our uncle Jimmy Disu, who is somewhere on he has a blog. He wrote a blog saying that because of the Bureau of Statistics report showing that public school students outperformed private school students between 2016 and 2018 in WAEC, that every parent should take their children out of private schools
Wow.
and gonna put them in public schools.
Okay.
I thought that was funny. And then the third one was going to be Big Brother. But let's start with that. We can start. We do it in any order because this show is live like that.
Mhm.
We're live like that. All right, so let's take Dio.
Rotus
So
is
I
really live
no,
today.
we're live. A lot of energy. This I think is from Ayo. Ayo screamed so much and almost made me deaf this morning. So the energy is everywhere. All right. The full earnings report for Big Brother, it was massive yesterday. Now, okay, so as far as the what is it now? These SMS messages that people have been sending in, the organizers said that they received about 50 million text messages just this week.
At 100 naira.
No, it's 30 naira per. It's 30
Okay.
naira. So that's like 1.5 billion naira alone just this week. Now, for the full show started June 30th and ended yesterday.
Uh-huh.
The estimate, now this is not Dia, this number I haven't been able to check it, but the numbers that people have been throwing around on social media, even Business Day, I think they even took it up as well, is 240 million messages, which
Oh
is
my.
more than the population of Nigeria.
Oh my.
That's wild. At 30 naira a message, if my math is correct, I think that's like 7.2 billion naira alone. Now that's just SMS messages coming into the show. That doesn't count the brand, the advertising. That doesn't count the brand placement for the different brands that were doing their product placement. But Mercy, man, what we're gonna do actually was I was gonna ask you guys what advice, Kayode, do you have for Mercy to spend her 30 million naira? Yeah, so I think she took out, it's like 60 million in prizes that she got.
30
yeah?
million in cash.
30 million in cash,
30
and the
million
rest was
on
wow.
the
She
prize.
got a new SUV from Innocent. She got a new phone from some phone company which I can't mention. She got a trip to Dubai. She got a VVIP, very very important personality. That's what it's called, yeah.
That's what it's called.
To the One Musical Festival. So look, the thing is, this thing is a massive commercial machine, and brands are putting money together. You know what I was thinking?
What's that?
We need to do a business Big Brother. What do you think?
I think they've already done that.
No, they haven't done that. This
They
one will
haven't.
be more. It's more interesting.
It's
So
like- it's
the
like-
tasks they'll be doing, they'll be like so. The Ben Murray Bruce video, right? I'll make all the cast members come up with a solution to shield the poor from deregulation.
What's that one that Donald Trump did back in
The
the
Apprentice.
day? The Apprentice.
No, that one is dry now. This one, they're in a house. They're all living together, and then you're coming up with tasks. That's how you help the youth to educate themselves. So, Dayo, I hope I answered your question. All right, let me quickly get to Ben Murray Bruce. So this is what Ben Murray Bruce said, and the video is up there. I'll put it up. Wait, we're getting more messages. Oh, Kayode, where's the phone? All right, wait, hold on.
It's right here.
Okay.
The screen's right here. You can look at this.
Okay, that's true. Prince said it's actually 240 million votes. Some people vote online, which is free. Nah, that's what I'm saying now. No. Okay, so in total it's 240, but they say again, this is the figure. I don't have this particular figure. Everybody's throwing around this 240, but for SMSs at 30 naira per SMS, that's where they are talking about the revenue coming from. But again, that's just SMS. That doesn't count brand placement and advertising. All right, let's see here. Kayode, your namesake, is saying they don't take all the 7.2 billion. The auditors, network, OPS, and tax will take a portion. Kayode, that's a good point. So that's gross, 7.2 billion gross. As far as the net amount, you're right, because the telcos are going to chop from that. Let's see here. Okay. Someone is agreeing with Prince. I think this is Peter from VIA. Uncle Rotus, it was 240 million votes, not necessarily messages. You could vote 3 ways. Okay, you know what? You probably have a point. So we probably have to divide that number into the number of different ways that you can actually vote. Ogba is asking how many people voted in 2019 general election again. Big Brother is scamming all these young people that actually vote. Ogba, how about electronic voting in elections? I think I brought it up before.
Yeah.
How about that? They tested it in one state. Was it Kaduna or Kano? I can't remember where. In a small local government area, they tested electronic voting. So what if we were all able to vote via phones in our elections? Now, of course, you know the powers that be, they won't let that happen. They're scared because the youth will sweep them
think
out.
It's a question of being scared. I think
Security.
it's a question of security and also manipulating.
But look at your news brief that you did. See, this is why your news brief is important. I don't really want to scrap the news at 6:30. So you and Ayo were talking about the NCC making, I think it was NIM.
National, yes.
The identity, the NIM, making that a mandatory for SIM registration. The issue is there's just so many identity options when we need one central identity. But you see, something
the NIM
like that
is good. It is central.
It's good. It's central. But then there's got too many options. Yeah.
I like the way they did it. Now that if you want to get your passport, if you
Yeah.
want to get your now they're talking SIMs though, but if you want to get your passport done, or you want to renew your passport, but you won't even apply for anything, you have to get that NIN registration number, which is quite the challenge to get in some places.
Okay.
I got mine last week, so
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, so, which is good. But the thing is, it's securing them to make sure that voting is actually transparent. All right. Max Zorin says, be careful with information on the show. In the US, there's only one equity exchange. There are others as a commodity exchange, i.e. the New York Mercantile Exchange and the Chicago Board of Trade, as well as Chicago Merch. Yeah, that's what I said, Max. The different exchanges that we have there. We should have options as far as the different exchanges here in Nigeria as well. I simply said replicate what's there. India has 2 exchanges. Who else has multiple exchanges? Argentina? There's a number of countries that have multiple exchanges as well. Henry Manuel says, yes, they tested electronic voting in Kaduna. Thank you. It was successful, but it's a small sample. Thank you for that, Henry Manuel. So why don't we expand it? That is the essence of testing things. I really want to talk about this Ben Murray Bruce video. Okay, very quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Murray Bruce said, let me give you the quick gist of what he said. He said that we should swap one subsidy for another. So what he said was that you remove the fuel subsidies, Nigeria saves 1.4 trillion naira estimated, and then now, of course, we've debated this. I know Prince and a number of people I think have debated this with me in the past. Are we running out of time?
Yes, we are.
Oh my goodness! All right, maybe we'll continue this tomorrow. But anyway, let me give it to you straight. So what he said was that to protect the poor from the impact of transportation prices increasing, the federal government should subsidize transportation costs. So what do you guys think about that? What he said was that the cost of subsidizing mass transit across the country, this is his own estimate. So he says it comes out to 100 billion naira, and that's only about the 10% of what's being spent on fuel subsidies. The idea, Kayode, sounds good on the surface, because you're swapping one subsidy for another, and you're spending less money, because you know the impact. Once fuel prices go up, transportation goes up, food prices go up, inflation goes up, everything goes up. So that's the issue. So the thing is, will it work by us subsidizing transportation costs as opposed to what we're playing with subsidy. Guys, what do you think? We are running out of time already, and so we have to go. But I've seen all your messages. We will. Okay, JLo is also correcting me on the exchanges. This okay? I'm gonna have to fight some people on this exchange thing. Maybe I'm not being very clear, but I will get. We've run out of time, but I see all your messages. We're going to continue the conversation tomorrow. How to help investment advice for Tasha. Excuse me, I keep mixing them up. Mercy.
Because you like Tasha.
No, I don't. Investment advice on Mercy spending 30 million. How to allocate 30 million naira.
Treasury bills.
Okay, you're giving the answers now. Are we not out of time? You're still extending the show.
That's it.
Okay, Lagos, I see all your messages. We'll continue tomorrow. Let's discuss this Ben Murray Bruce thing. Let's also discuss this. All of you for those of you that have kids, because the public schools did better in WAEC, will you take all your kids out of private school and put them in public schools? Thank you so much for tuning in. We will continue the show tomorrow. Look at that.
It actually cost me 5,000 or thereabouts.
You can stay to look at them. We're not doing travel links.
Oh, so why do you come in doing all this? Your hand signals now.
Tell him we're not doing travel links.
You were doing that, and you made me think the show was ending now.
No,
but the show is ending anyway. It's not time for you to end your
That was
show.
why I extended the talk a little bit. It's 59 now. See?
Oh, you would have. Okay, you fix what now. I thought it was travel rings. I was like,
Oh no, sorry.
All right.